Imagine you have a genie in a bottle. This genie has the power to grant wishes, and each one of your wishes is its command. What would you ask of this genie? This week is all about exploring your inner genie and the vast power you have within. Episode 23, Release Your Inner Genie. Part 1, You have a genius. Here's a question. What connects the genie in Aladdin's lamp with every single person who has ever lived, is living now, and who ever will live? They're genius. Now, you might object to the idea that everybody who has ever lived, is living now, and ever will, is a genius. Certainly, if you're listening to this while driving along, you might find plenty of evidence all around you that would challenge this idea. This week, for example, I parked in a different spot in the supermarket car park and spent a few panicked minutes wondering where on earth my car had disappeared to. And anyway, Jenny, you might be thinking, well, if we describe everybody as geniuses, then what is left to describe somebody who does something truly unique and remarkable? Well, what word would you use to describe yourself? Consider the possibility that everybody has genius. This makes more sense when we consider that the original meaning of the word genius was to describe the inborn nature of something. This is where the root gen comes from, Gen. And we can see this root in words such as gentle, genetic, and general. French and Spanish use this root in their word for people. Part 2. Genius is in our genes. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. This quote is usually attributed to Albert Einstein, who many people think of if you ask them to give an example of genius. And this quotation perfectly illustrates what I would ask you to consider from this point onwards, that you, I, and everyone around us share something that connects us all. Our genius. Our inborn nature is infinite and beautiful. We are part of an abundant, incredible universe. We are all here to expand. The energy that flows through you and flows through me is limitless. I'm sure you can think of many examples where you might have judged yourself, like the fish in Einstein's example, on your ability or inability to climb a tree. Many of us learn from an early age to compare ourselves to others, to how well or not we perform certain tasks. We might carry these comparisons with us throughout our journey here on Earth, reminding ourselves that we can't do this particular thing as well as another person, or that person is much better at doing this thing than I am, so I might as well just throw in the towel and not bother. I wonder if this resonates with you at all. I know I have done this. Part 3. That aha moment. When we realize that, like the fish, there is something that we have been put on this earth for, that we can do so well, so brilliantly, that it really is no consequence if we can't climb a tree, because that's not what we signed up for, then that is a great relief. That is our aha moment. Once you find your purpose, that thing, that the unique combination of your life experiences so far, your own unique gifts and talents, that thing that only you can bring to the table, then you don't need to sweat the other stuff. We can tap into this ocean of genius that we're all swimming in any time for as long as we have breath in our bodies. Every time you breathe in, you are literally and figuratively inspired. Every time you breathe out, you get to release and let go. Think back to that genie in the lamp, the magic spirit that granted Aladdin his wishes. The word spirit comes from the Latin word spiritus, meaning a breath of life. From there, we can see how this breath of life inspires us, literally fills us up with creativity and life force, essence of the universe. The spirit of the lamp is within every single one of us. Our wish is its command. We create as we speak. So let's unbottle our genies and let the magic begin. Abracadabra. To change the way you look at the world and rediscover a language you didn't know you had forgotten, sign up to my weekly newsletter and receive my free book, The Hidden Language of Colour. Visit my website at www.iamjennywilson.com and follow the free ebook link. Discover your true north and rediscover your purpose with my soul treasure map and find out what your unique gifts and talents are. See my website for details. Or you can check out my YouTube channel, Jenny Wilson Soul Language. Let's reconnect next time. In the meantime, keep expanding and enjoy the journey.